Personally, I'm not into clashing. I'm very cocky and arrogant when it comes to that. If I were to clash, I'd have to clone myself and clash me. I have no peer. So I wouldn't do the clash thing. And
watch out, boom shot. You tell him to there's a make me wait and murmur now. So this one is a short shot. It can't stop. Boom shots.
Boom shots.
And talking about one of the guys, I know because we did this year's magazine, and one of the big things, the big quotes that I always remember from you is that you hate it when guys, mediocre guys, come up to you and say you're pretty good for a girl.
Don't get me started. They're still doing it. Good for a girl. I almost beat up a guy earlier today.
What?
You know, you're really good. You're good for a girl. I'm telling you, for a female, like. So what the hell does that mean? What are you saying? Like, is this some kind of handicap or something? Like, but I don't think people mean to be rude when they say it, but it really is. It's so rude. It's like nobody looks at a plumber and says, you know, you're good for a girl. Is the pipe fixed or not?
Right.
Is it fixed or not? You know, like, did I do my job? Am I not doing my job well? Usually when they say that, then I ask, show me which guy intimidates me. You know, which guy am I not as good as? Why do I have to have this qualifier? But
I mean, it is kind of a true thing in the reggae industry that there's male artists seem to be more of. I mean, that's probably one of the only things you can say between the female and male acts. There seems to be less female acts in numbers, and there's male, but I don't know if that means there's a comparison in the talent.
There is no comparison in the talent. Listen, it's not a put down to the guys, but we, pound for pound, we do what we do. You know, there's so many talented women coming out of Jamaica and out of reggae in general that I don't understand why the female got stuck in front of it in the first place. Nobody does that for pop.
Yeah.
You know, but it's an uphill climb. The hardest thing about removing the stigma from being a female who works as an artist is educating the other females.
Right.
Because I remember there was one time when I said they should remove that female title. And it was the woman who cursed me out the worst.
Really?
Like, oh, she thinks she's better than the other female. Like, that's exactly the opposite of what I'm saying.
So they grasp the point that you're
Oh my goodness. But it comes with education. And I don't mean formal education, academic education, but I mean the way we're socialized. We really have to work harder at changing these things, because you know how it is now in Jamaica. Parents whose daughters tell them they want to come into the industry are scared, livid, like crazy, mad, angry. No, you have to get a real job. Why? Because we have so much stigma attached to us. There's so many lies spread about the industry where we are concerned. I just had a discussion this morning at breakfast with my background singer, you know, because she's saying there's so many things that she would have to do to be. I think she should be a lead singer. And she's saying she's not willing to make those sacrifices. And I'm like, what sacrifice? Every classmate from high school that I've had who went on to college to pursue careers in medicine or law, whatever subject they undertook, had to make much more sacrifices than I did. Much more. They've had sleepless nights. They've had the stuff that they had to do before they actually can get into being a professional. I've never had to do that. I had a song that was popular and just went straight up on stage and sang. What the hell is what's the sacrifice?
Right. And plus you're singing about things that come to you
I'm
naturally.
doing what I love. I'm not saying that physically it doesn't take a toll, because we're playing every night sometimes, we're on the road. But what job isn't work?
Right. Right. I have to ask, I mean, you never seem to get into this, you know, just on the female thing, you know, you never seem to be one of these artists that I ever hear about that is, you know, battling another artist, or there's no, I never see, whenever I'm hearing about clashes, it's never like Tanya's on it.
Personally, I'm not into clashing. I'm very cocky and arrogant when it comes to that. If I were to clash, I'd have to clone myself and clash me. I have no peer. So I wouldn't do the clash thing. And of course some people might hear me say that and feel offended on the surface, but inside of them they know that I'm not lying. Who would I clash with? So I'm not into clashing, and I don't think it enhances the product. Especially, it's not like in the older days. I used to love clashes when it was about lyrics.
Right.
I loved it when the men used to clash and bother clash, and then it was about tune for tune for tune. I used to love clashes in the old days, but now it's violent, it's rude, it's disgusting, it's intrusive.
Unfair,
it's not a real. It's not musical. It's like it's war. It's war. I'm not a country. I'm not going to war with nobody. I don't have no army.
Right.
I'm not interested in that. I'm really into music. I love and respect music. And if what I'm gonna do doesn't enhance the music or complement it in some way, I'm not doing it. This is love. This is peace, and we're getting along. It's really, really great. I love it. And the fact that we have it means we have a responsibility to share it. I believe in the power of mass consciousness. Everything we say shall be done, will be done, because it's us doing the doing. So right now we're going to channel all this positive energy, this love that we're feeling, and we're going to share it with everybody who needs it tonight, wherever they may be. Can we do that? Yes? Everybody who's having war right now, everybody who's displaced, remember, you and I are only one incident away from them. One. So let's not forget that we're all humans and we're one family. There's only one of us here, and that's us. So can we share this love? Can we do it? Say what I think now. Oh, what I think you. Oh, what I think, what I think. Tired of the hunger I see on people's faces. Tired of the animosity between the races. Tired of corruption in high and low places. And bricks with money but no social graces. Tired of being judged for the style of my hair and the music they don't listen and the clothes that I wear.